me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the bay, the game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean a banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the bay, the game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean a banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
There's a girl in my backyard. I can run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. All bye weeks now in the rear-view mirror. We are full speed ahead in the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 28. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
To the air, 3rd and long. Gets him on the quick hitter. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to throw. He'll get this to Tucker. And this one doesn't go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Back to throw now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They sure are moving in early, Brock. Here's a new set of downs at the opposing 43. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. Nothing doing there as he gets out of bounds back at the line.
You know, that play is so indicative of what we see in training camps all over football. Pursue, pursue, pursue. Blanketed coverage on the back end. And look at that defense fly. No gain on the play, but it very much feels like a sack for that defense.
Now on 2nd and 10. He brings it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. And he gets in, touchdown! The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back-to-back carries here. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice. It doesn't end up getting an offensive 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly win. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he's brought down for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, the better.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They give it to him again. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Complete out to the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. Here's a give up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Looking for a throw here. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Bengals. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Another carry for him. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Going ground on 1st and goal. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Diving right side, got it! He's touchdown after a nice pick up there to get the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing now on 1st down. Short pass brought in. He has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 47. Finds him over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. It's the Lions with 2nd and 6. From the 37. Completed over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. A give now from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. He tries to sneak it. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
He keeps it himself. And this time he fights his way across for the touchdown. The Lions take the lead just before halftime. Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. He puts some air under this one, deep right. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Lions do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, you'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Back to the well again. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Yeah, you want to get about 5 yards to carry? Put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action. Right? When you really just gouge and gash your defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball. And you go right over their head.
And he's brought down after a modest gain up to the 46. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
From the 46, he's on the move. Thrown on the run, deep down that left. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals tie things up at 14. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Finds him on the crossing route. Now he's past the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On first down, they'll run. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule. It takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. And that one's unsuccessful. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'll tell you this, Kate. They doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
On 2nd and 9. Catch is made in close. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Hand off to the back. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones reels it in. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Dropping back to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. Do you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Going to the ground again on first. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Bengals cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals tie this game at 21. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here from the gun. He breaks a tackle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. We're still tied through 3 here. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Plowing up the middle. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First and 10 from the 41. They're throwing it. That's taken in by Tucker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. New set of downs for him from the 46. To throw here on first down. That throw behind his intended target.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Looking to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage, to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Handoff now from the gun. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Pass play coming here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
He's back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They kick the running back in motion. Looking to throw. He has room past the 25. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And the unlikely conversion nets them a 1st down. Handoff now out of the gun. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions going for the win here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Scores! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions jump in front late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard-fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, did they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Return starts from the goal line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Here he is to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Has the connection to Jones. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Back to throw. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground.
I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. On shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
Now to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. With enough time, it's almost inevitable. He'll find enough space for a completion.
He'll look to throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Setting up to pass. Able to find Jones. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He completes it in traffic. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. With the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Gets it headed right. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win.